It is so warm and humid in here today, you guys. It's delightful. Like, I wish I was doing a live today or a big long deep dive or something because it's like perfect temperature in here. And I just want to really be cozy in here for the rest of the day. And that never happens. And I just kind of figured that since I complain about it being cold so often, I should give you a nice report of when it's warm and nice and beautiful. And today is that day in here. And I think the reason why it's that day in here is because I turned the heater on in here 4 hours ago and forgot that I needed to do this. So this is coming out a little late. Sorry. That doesn't have anything to do with what we're doing today, although I do wish we were doing it live because it would be nice to stay in here a little bit longer than what I'm going to. But I will tell you what we are making in just a minute. But before I do, hello, I am Mrs. Soap and Clay. Let's make stuff.
One, two, three,
How's it going, Sudsers? Welcome back to the channel. You are at Soap and Clay, where we make all the soapy things, and you are here for day 264 of 365 days of soap, and today we are continuing on with the Cierra Candles Rose Collection, which I am now calling it. Again, it's not an entire rose collection, but it's definitely summery and beautiful, and this is actually the last in the line that I'm working with, and it is their Damask Rose blend. And this one is so beautiful. Definitely my second favorite, for sure, right behind the rhubarb rose. It is just so sultry and sexy and just all of the things. It's a very grown-up scent for sure and not at all like old, you know? And so I really wanted to do a nice kind of grown-up pattern with all of this. And so I immediately thought of a video that we did, about a year ago or so when we were going through all of the old Amy Warden soap challenges. And we used, I don't know, Holly Capia, I don't know if it was Holly or Tree Marie's. But anyway, with the dividers in the slab and the multiple colors in each section, and then you skewer them together, it makes really pretty moving patterns. I think it was called a chevron, if memory serves, in that video. If I find it, I'll link it. But anyway, I wanted to do that, but then I couldn't find my dividers. And so what you are seeing today is a modified version of that, which is really what you see every day. Me taking a proper way to do something and kind of rolling with my desire and my ability and my preparedness and, trying to get the same results. So let's go to the video and we can see what I came up with. Okay, so today we are making Tree Marie Soapworks actually did this, and we did the Amy Warden Soap Challenge for it, a long time ago at this point. But when I did it originally, and what Tree Marie Soapworks called it was a Chevron swirl, which is super freaking confusing in and of itself, right? Because Chevron, there's also the other pour where it's just a bunch of V's going up the... whatever. Anyway, done in a slab mold, and the proper way to do this is to have dividers. And I made dividers the last time we did this, and I think I used the technique for my Alice in Wonderland soap. Anyway, that was a time. And I made dividers. I made proper dividers out of my political signs, and it was cool. And then in moving the shop, I couldn't find the dividers. So we're going to do this still in a slab mold, just, you know, the way I normally do things. Not right. So that's what we're working with. We are also working with, for the scent, the Damask Rose blend from Cierra Candles, and it is so good. Like, I have one of these bars with me right now, and it's so, like, sexy, sultry. It's like what a rose should smell like, you know? Except roses don't smell like this. It's very, very bad, sir. Also, kaolin clay goes into all of this. And a lot of kaolin clay in this particular batch. 3 tablespoons dispersed in water, mixed around, put into all of the soap batter. And then I'm going to split it all into not exactly equal portions. So 50% of the soap batter I reserve and keep in the white, and then 25% of the soap batter into the red and 25% into the black. So the base of this is going to be white, and I will be putting in the red and the black, the burgundy and the black, like every other cup. You'll see it when I do it, really. And the oil blend that I used is exactly the same as yesterday's oil blend. And by yesterday, I mean the day before yesterday. And by the day before yesterday, that's been a running theme for me recently. Basically every other day, I'm releasing daily content because I'm having issues with storage. And in all honesty, trying to figure that out when I am trying to get my website back up and a house built and all of the things, because we're also in the, like, go time for the house too. And, you know, whatever. Anyway, 2 days ago, same oil blend, my new Lots of Lather blend that I gave to you in the video a few days ago. Actually, 4 days ago, because the last video we did was the salt bar, wasn't it? Which was such a fun soap. And someone actually commented going, yeah, there's like way too much going on in that. And it's like, well, yeah, there's super a lot and none of it's necessary. But, you know, what the client wants, the client gets within reason. And that reason worked. Okay, and on to the pour. And I am going to lay down a nice base of the white. And then I will start alternating the colors of the red and the black in the mold, kind of separating them by a few inches. And the goal is for every single soap bar to have black and red swirled things accounted for. And so I'm just going to lay it down, you know, some little linies like that, and then move it over and do it again. And then the white space in between, I'm going to fill with the black stripy stripes, and then put the rest of the white in over the red and the black as needed, just to make sure that we still have the swirly swirl pattern. And then I'll take a skewer to it and it'll be all kinds of fun. One thing I would say about a pour like this though, while you super can do it, you know, fast and dirty without dividers, don't do what I'm going to do in the skewering portion. And that thing is called I over skewer. And you will see, I think, with my first passive skewering, how beautiful it looked. This is very, very nice. I can't help myself. When I have a stick in my hand, whoa. Right, when I have a skewer in my hand and it's time to do the swirly swirls, I just want to keep going. So there's that. But you see how this is getting a little bit thick in the red, and the black will now get thick. It's essentially just becoming one solid color of red and one solid color of black. I will use the rest of the white to break that up in each of those sections, in each of those 6 sections before skewering, to make sure that we have a nice swirl throughout. But as I said, at some point just stop. Like, you don't have to keep skewering. I promise. Anyway, I just got an email from Soap Chef, you know, apropos of nothing that we're doing right now. Just got an email. And Soap Chef's going live on Saturday, guys. You going to be there? I'm going to be there. It's going to be a good time. Super looking forward to it. I have been kicking around the idea of just doing like a sneak live in the new office setup. But the new office setup is very, very like gamer-esque, right? And so it's not the big bright lighting. It's not, whatever. It's kind of like a gamer cave. And so I've been not wanting to do that because I didn't see, I didn't have to do this part. It was already beautiful and perfect. Why did I over skewered? Could have left it. You could have left it and not done this. I should have left it and not done this. But you know what? Let's go on to the cut anyway and see what they all look like when they're all cut up. Okay, and on to the cut. And this was C-popped and gelled, and you can see some heat. Did its thing. And got a couple cracks, but no big deal. It's not a problem at all. Here's what I love about skewering this. The back looks like that. Holy shit, isn't that beautiful? Yes, the answer to that is yes. It's absolutely gorgeous. So in order to ensure that you actually get that color all the way down to the bottom of the mold, pour high first, so it'll break through the white that I put down. And then of course skewer, putting the bottom of the skewer all the way to the bottom of the mold. Don't just skewer the top like a decorative thing. Roll it through the whole thing. And then it's just a matter of chunking this out and, cutting it up. And for these smaller, soaps or whatever, with just the 12 bar batches that I show to you guys, I just use a knife. It's all fine. If you have one of those slab cutter guys, check that out too. Also, I feel like Soap Chef was asking about slab cutters or something in Discord recently, since we're on the subject of Soap Chef. So if you were looking for one of those guys, check out the Discord, and there's information and some, cool things there, I think. I don't know. I've been so busy trying to do so many other things that I've been, just basically slacking off of everything. But I'm here for this. So that's something. And as I said, I will be here for the Saturday Night Live with the Soap Chef. She sent me an email about it, and I think all that means is she's letting me know that she's going live. Like, so can I be there / am I going live just to make sure our schedules are fine or whatever and we don't conflict because we do share an audience. I don't think she meant I am part of her live. Which, would be fine too, but yeah, I can also just be in the comments, there in the comments live. That would be excellent as well. Also, look at those soaps. Look how pretty they are. Look at that beautiful pattern that goes through the entire thing. Yes, I probably should have stopped skewering and didn't need the in-between, whatevers. But I love how that gorgeous swirl exists on all 4 sides of the soap. And I absolutely adore this scent. Like, these soaps are, 5 weeks poured by now. And they smell delightful, like such a strong scent retention for all of the Cierra Candles new line. And everything looks amazing. No discoloration, no problems at all with any of this. And so that's good. We like it when the scents do what they should. And look at that. Isn't that pretty? Beautiful soaps. Very grown-up scent. Needed a very grown-up design. And I absolutely love that. And I think everything about that is absolutely stunning. We have one more soap to go in this summer collection of my florals, my roses. Although I wish I could tell you I'm not doing any more florals, but I have a lavender collection coming up next. But for now, that's day 264. So those soaps are absolutely beautiful. And yeah, it's not the proper technique way or whatever, but it's, my new way. And absolutely gorgeous. Those bars, every single one of them, a little bit different, has a little bit more or less of the black or the red going through, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And I love how the actual pattern went through the entire bar, and so looking at it from all angles, completely stunning. That scent, also stunning. I am so excited for my summer line because, it's actually shaping up to be really, really cool and fun and feels wildly different than what I've done in summers but before, especially considering I'm using florals and I usually never do. So these florals were definitely a ton of fun to play with. Now for the last bar in this series, we are still doing a rose, but it's not a rose from Cierra Candles, it's a rose from somewhere else. And so we will do that last bar tomorrow. If you are interested in knowing what that is and being reminded of when the video drops, you should subscribe. That would be fun. For those of you who have subscribed, hey Sudsers, you're fun. Thank you for being here. Are you having fun? I'm having so much fun with this line. I'm getting to just do things that I feel like I haven't been able to do recently. And so it's been very, very cool. I am actually out of here for today, but thank you for joining me for another day of 365 days of soap. I will see you guys all again tomorrow for another round of soapy fun. Bye.